Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited about today's video because we're diving into the Slumber Party Massacre Trilogy, a series that's equal parts campy, creepy, and chaotic. If you're a fan of slashers, quirky characters, and over-the-top villains, then you're in for a treat. Just a heads up, I genuinely love all three of these movies, so my rankings are purely personal. No matter where your favorites fall on the list, we can all agree these films are iconic in their own ways. With that said, let's grab some popcorn, turn off the lights, and jump right into it. 3. The Slumber Party Massacre, 1982. Alright, I know this is a hot take. Most people rank this as their favorite, but for me, it lands at number 3. And don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic movie and easily one of the stronger slashers of its era. But after countless rewatches, I think I've just worn it out for myself. That said, let's talk about what makes this movie so special. First off, the killer in this one. Easily my favorite in the trilogy. There's something so unsettling about his wild, bulging eyes and the calm, methodical way he stalks his victims. He's creepy in a way that feels all too real, which is why he stands out to me compared to, say, the rock and roll guitarist killer from the sequel. More on him later. I also love how this film blends humor with horror. It knows exactly what it is and doesn't try to be anything else. But here's why it's in my third spot. The pacing. The first half of the movie is brilliant, tight, suspenseful, and packed with memorable moments. However, the second half slows down significantly, especially during the scenes with Valerie and her little sister. For a movie that's only 75 minutes long, those moments feel like they drag a bit too much. Still, it's undeniably a classic and a strong start to the series. I'm giving this one a solid 3.5 out of 5. A great film, just not my personal favorite in the trilogy. Or 2. Slumber Party Massacre 3, 1990. This might surprise some of you, but Slumber Party Massacre 3 really impressed me, especially on rewatch. It doesn't get nearly as much love as it deserves, but I think it's an underrated gem. It feels like a throwback to the first film in the best ways, with likable characters, creative kills, and a strong balance of humor and suspense. The kills in this one are brutal, easily the most shocking in the trilogy, and the pacing keeps you hooked from start to finish. The killer is solid too, though not as iconic as the ones in the first two films. My biggest critique, though, is the backstory they gave him. The whole thing about his relationship with his uncle? Yeah, it's confusing, underdeveloped, and honestly feels unnecessary. Even after multiple rewatches, I still don't fully understand what they were going for there. But the good outweighs the bad. And it's such a fun movie that I can forgive the clunky plot points. It's a wild, bloody ride, and I'd happily recommend it to any slasher fan. I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5, super entertaining, and it holds up surprisingly well. Number 1. Slumber Party Massacre 2, 1987. Now, here's the big shocker. My favorite in the trilogy is Slumber Party Massacre 2. Believe it or not, I hated this movie the first time I watched it. I thought it was ridiculous, chaotic, and just plain bad. But somewhere along the way, it clicked for me, and now I'm obsessed. This movie is pure campy perfection. From the bizarre dream sequences to the girls in a band subplot, everything about it is so over the top and I absolutely love it. The pacing is spot on. The killer is one of the most unique in slasher history, a singing, guitar-playing maniac. How can you not love that? And the kills are insane. Plus, the finale is just non-stop carnage, and I'm here for every second of it. And let's talk about TJ, one of the funniest and most obnoxious characters I've ever seen in a horror movie. I know some people find him grating, but he cracked me up the entire time. It's rare for a movie to make me laugh and scream in equal measure, but this one nails it. My only complaint? I wish it was longer. At just 77 minutes, it feels like it ends too soon. But honestly, I could watch this movie on repeat and never get bored. It's campy, chaotic, and endlessly entertaining, and I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. And there you have it, my ranking of the Slumber Party Massacre trilogy. Whether you agree or disagree with my picks, I'd love to hear your rankings in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future horror content. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay spooky, everyone.